What is up, beautiful people? I am in one of my favorite spots, or should I say our favorite spots. It's my Chica Bica. We're working on some content. I wanted to hop on here to show you guys how being in a place of serenity can really help yourself mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. One thing that we have to understand is after having a long, busy week, you gotta place yourself in a place of quietness or in a place of stillness to where you can really comprehend what actually happened that past week. You can really come to grips with, okay, I learned a lot, I want to get better, this is how I dissect what I've learned. And so I can only imagine if you are frustrated with America, you are most likely frustrated with those topics of discussions in which I just presented to you. And so I wanted to just present something to you right now that you can do in your house, in the car, on the couch, it doesn't matter. Think about things to be grateful for. In your life, pick 3 to 5 things to be grateful for. When it comes to gratitude, it's not really talked about a lot of the time, especially if you're a big news watcher, especially if you're on social media, especially if you're around people that don't really have the things in life in which you want to have. There's not really a lot of conversation regarding gratitude. So I just want to take this time, think about 3 to 5 things that you can be grateful for. I know with me, I got 5 things I can be grateful for right now. I can just think off the top of my head. First, I'm grateful for my faith in God, my faith in Jesus, my faith that I know I don't have to live this life wondering where I'm going to find my peace, wondering what am I living for, wondering where am I going. I know that He will direct me. I know that He will guide me in all my ways. Number 2, family. I'm grateful for my 5 siblings and my parents. I'm grateful that I can always pick up the phone, call somebody, let them know how I'm doing, tell them I love them, and hear I love you back. I'm grateful that my family thinks about me. I'm grateful that my family cares about me. I'm grateful that I get to express how I really feel as far as being gratitude for both my parents that are still alive. If you guys have family that are still alive, if you guys have parents that are still alive, make it a point to reach out. Be intentional with gratitude. I think if you become much more intentional with being grateful, there will be a lot more positivity throughout your days and also throughout your week. Number 3, I'm grateful for my best friend, Miss Lindsay. And I have to say that, you can sneak your head in here. I have to say that. I have to say that because you are my best friend. I really appreciate you. I thank you for pushing me. I thank you for being my best friend before I even had a job, before I even had a car, before we even graduated high school. You've always been close and near to me, and you show me a lot about myself and about opportunity. Number 4 is going to be one of those things in which to you it may not mean a lot, but to me it means everything. Fitness, cardio, being outside, being outdoors means so much to me. If you guys have been in a place in which you didn't have people to play with, or as far as activities, it was slim to none. Like, you would just go outside and you would have to go on a walk. There really wasn't a football to throw, skates to skate. There really wasn't any activities. There wasn't no courts to play pickleball. I think if you could walk outside, look at the sun, experience the cool breeze, the weather, there's so much to be grateful for, because just as you are alive, there's trees, there's grass, there's animals that you can hear and see that are alive as well. And a lot of the time, we don't really take the time to look at those things because it's sort of what we see every day. But it's not until you're in that environment, until you're thinking positively about those things, in which you can then start to accumulate a positive touch to. Right? Whenever I'm on the pickleball court with these different people that I don't know, I get excited because guess what? I know that I'm learning, and secondly, I know that I'm growing in relationships. Aside from the physicality part, I know that mentally and spiritually, I get to sort of be the person that I've always wanted to be around different people. I don't have to put on a front. I'm comfortable with myself, and that is what true living is. That's what true freedom looks like. True freedom looks like where you can walk into a room, you can walk into a place and you can really be who you want to be. You don't have any preconceived notions because you've totally forgotten about what you had thinking in that process of getting where you wanted to be. With being positive, with going outside, with meeting new people, with getting physical, it'll put yourself in a better place. It'll also make you think about things in which you can be grateful for now and also in the future. Number 5, guys, I'm going to say I'm grateful for the breath that I breathe. I'm grateful for how I communicate. I'm grateful for the skin color that is on my skin. I'm grateful for my style. I'm grateful for the people in which that have told me, Dejan, you have been a light in my life. Dejan, you have been a friend. I'm grateful for those experiences in which I get to project out and also receive good news from. There's no better way of receiving good news from someone rather than helping them out and also hearing their feedback. I think with me being in sales, I think with me being a part of a corporation or institution, I've got to contribute positive growth to, and I got to hear positive feedback. A lot of the time, if you're not hearing feedback of who you are, of what you contribute, as far as value, as far as friendship, as far as the ability to make a positive impact, then more than likely you will be more in your head, you'll be more filled with confusion, because you're like, I know that I can bring value. I know that I am a good friend, but if you're not putting yourself in those places and spaces to where you can hear feedback, then ultimately you're never going to hear those things. And so I'm grateful for the breath that I breathe because there's life inside of me. I'm not my mistakes. I'm not what anxiety does. I'm not my fears. I am the life in which God has breathed inside of me. And with that life, it's such a priority that I have and such a responsibility when you have that life inside of you. Everything starts to switch in your life. Everything starts to change because then I'm not thinking about the external things. I'm thinking about my internal things. I'm thinking about what do I have to bring to the table? How can I make a difference in this life with what I have? If you guys have liked this video thus far, I know that we've talked about a different plethora of things as far as being grateful for, as far as things in which that we can contribute to, as far as friends and family. Also, we've talked about being physical, being outside, seeing just the everyday things, how that's going to make a positive impact into your life. If this video has helped you guys in any which way, definitely let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I would love to hear your feedback. There's nothing more important than me putting out a piece of content and hearing positive feedback or some criticism. I know that I don't have all the answers, but at the end of the day, I have a growth mindset, and I'm willing to grow in all the ways in which you guys give me feedback. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your Saturday. Shabbat Shalom. Have you been enjoying yourself this far today? That's good. Anything positive you want to say to the channel?
Write down 5 goals for this month and be intentional.
This is sort of like a place we've been going to like the last 3 years. It means a lot to us, and just want to show you some cool things. Check this out. Give me.
Right, David. Be careful.